1 mile in so far. First mile is always kind of the easy one.
What is up, everybody, and welcome back to another video. All right. Hey, we're going to start off by saying this one's a little bit different, guys. So this is going to be like, I'm bringing you behind the scenes on something different. Okay. So you guys already know, one way that I find comfort in my chaos is through challenges. How I handle stress, how I handle different challenges and obstacles in life is I like to formulate a goal and I like to challenge myself. So today I'm bringing you on that journey for this goal, but hold on. That's right. You know, that's the story of my life, guys. Sorry. But hey, so today what we're doing is a long run. Yes, I said that right, a long run. Guys, you guys already know I hate running. Running hates me. But it's one of the toughest challenges, but yet it's one of the goals that I'm aiming to get at. And what I'm trying to do is I want to get to the point where I can run 8 to 10 miles comfortably. Like I want to be in that kind of shape. Anything above that, hey, I got to train for and apply myself for, like a marathon or something. But my goal is I want to be able to run 8 miles, 8 to 10 comfortably, you know, and not have to worry about cramping or whatever, and just go on a run like that and not have to be like dead to the world for the next 2 days. So, and that journey, team, starts today. And there's a lot that can come from going on long runs, guys. A lot, at least for me. You know, mentally, your mind goes places, your body goes places. You're pushing yourself to the point where your body and your mind are going to start playing games with each other. And then I have to fight that. Like, I have to challenge myself. And that's what I'm going for today. So, if you ever feel like you're stressed out at times, or, you know, you feel that anxiety creeping up on you of just life and these challenges, I would encourage you, put yourself in a position where you got to test your mind and body. You're going to be that one where your mind and body are going to collide, and then now it's on you, you know. And when you get through that, you're going to be surprised at just what you're fully capable of and what you can accomplish, guys. So let's get on with this. And if you haven't already, like and subscribe. Trust and verify hats, guys. Get yourself one. Links down below. All right, the Chaos Shop. Let's do this. Okay, so 1 mile in so far. First mile is always kind of the easy one. You know, you feel confident. I call that first mile the mind fuck. Why? Because you feel like it's gonna be nothing. You know, your body's like, yeah, let's go. Your mind's like, hell yeah, it's a lot easier. But the real challenge comes later. All right. 1 mile down. Let's go. Not sure if you guys can see that or not, but it's 2 miles now. We're officially 2 miles in. Body still feels good. You know, if you're training regularly, 2 miles should be no problem. It's that 3rd mile and beyond, well, I'll just personally admit that's gonna be the hardest for me. But today's challenge is gonna be 7. Past
passing is 5, extra credit, A+ is 7. So, you gotta accept the challenge, team. Don't be afraid to ever take a challenge, okay? Let's go. All right, team. So, I'll tell you one thing. Right now, it is hot. It's about 90 degrees out here. I'm wearing a black Moisture Wick shirt. I'm one of those who likes to step up to a challenge. I like to challenge myself. I don't like it to be easy and comfortable conditions. I like to kind of make a challenge, since this already, the activity alone is already going to be a challenge. But I'm at the 2.5 mile mark, literally 2.49. And this is where I'm going to bust out my first hydration pouch. I encourage you guys, especially on a day like today, it's basically like 3/4 water and 1/4 electrolytes. So the intent is every 2 miles now from this point on, I'm gonna stop and take a swig. So in these kind of conditions, especially as much as somebody who hates running, you gotta step up to the challenge when your mind and your body are gonna play games against each other. But at the same time, the overall arching decision is definitely pay attention to your body. Pay attention. You know, identify whether it's the difference between pain, just from pain through success, or the difference between injury. So pain and injury. Understand that difference, guys, and I guarantee you'd be amazed at what you can accomplish. And myself as an example. Guys, this sucks, all right? It's not about time. It's not a race. It's just about, here's the task, and let's finish it. Just like all the workouts that I post, guys, on my social, all the Comfort and Chaos workout regimens that I post, and some of you guys have DM'd me, you know, shout out Lance, you know who you are. Don't quit, brother, stay in the fight. And the rest of you guys, you know, those workouts, literally, it's not a race. It's literally just start, here's the task, and let's finish. You know, don't quit, finish. Don't care about how long, don't care about the time, just don't quit. And today's task is not to quit. All right, guys? All right, I gotta put the pack back on, and let's hit the road.
Call the cops and call a priest. Man, I'm in the belly of the beast. Full speed ahead and no retreat. I've landed in the belly of the beast. In the belly.
All right, guys.
Of the beast.
I'm at 4 miles in now, 4.10. Let me tell you. So this is right here. For me, this is where I got to dig. All right. And here's the one thing, man. We all hit those points. All right. And that's something we got to remember. We all hit those points where no matter what it is you're going through, there's a point where you hit where we call it the limit of advance, an LOA. All right. Now that means that is everywhere that you are prepped and planned for. Anything beyond that point, it's going to be unpredictable. It's going to be on you. It's going to be a test of your training, your mental fortitude, and everything that you are capable of and know you're capable of. And that's why I say this is where the mind and the body start to fight. Okay? So, that being said, fight with me, team. Let's fight together. Let's find comfort in this chaos. Long run vlog coming at you. Let's go. All right, team. I'm at mile 5 right now, and I'm not gonna lie. Like when I say body against mind, you know, that's where I'm at right now, guys. Like I'm not a runner, team, you know, but that's why I'm out here, you know. And I'm one of those that just, I don't know, man. One thing about me, team, and I don't know if this applies to you guys, and if it does, hey, I'm glad, and continue your fight, you know. And if it doesn't, then just hear me out and have something to learn. But one thing, team, I'll tell you about myself is I've been through a lot, all right, and continue to do so. But you know, I don't dwell in my past experiences, you know. I'm one of those that but looks forward to the future and executes in the present, but learns from the past. You know, yeah, you don't have to dwell on it, but don't forget it. You know, that's why I've always, sorry about the wind, but that's why I've always hated that term, forgive and forget. I don't really believe in that. I believe in forgiveness, but don't forget, learn, you know, keep it in the back of your mind so that you can learn and not repeat the same action and continue to go in like a circle. You know, your life is continuing to go in a circle. You don't want that. You want to stay fluid in a progressive route, you know. And when I come out and do runs like this, guys, especially at the 5 mile mark, from this point on, this next 2 miles is gonna suck, because I'm gonna tell you right now, team, everything hurts right now. I'm pretty sure I'm chafing. My feet hurt. You know, my lower back hurts. You know, I'm trying to get my breathing right. It's windy, so the wind just keeps hitting you in the face. It's hot. Everything around me is uncomfortable. There's no convenience right now. This is not the perfect time to run or set myself up for this challenge, but that's why I do it. You know, because that's how I fight through my anxiety and my stress, you know, because I used to be one of those guys that I would go through shit and I would literally cut myself off emotionally, physically, and I would seek like alcohol. I would seek any kind of, you know, any kind of like temporary pleasure, you know, to kind of ease that pain. And I've learned that, you know, I'm strong in my faith and I'm strong with this mental fortitude. And this is what, finding comfort in chaos, that's when I came up with it, because that's my story, you know, finding comfort in the most chaotic environments where convenience is not even a consideration. It's not a factor, you know. Well, so the next 2 miles, guys, is going to be that. You know, my head's already going places. I'm trying to keep it there and keep thinking, keep personal, like self-evaluating, you know, self-assessing, you know, and looking forward ahead and coming up with a plan, you know, but learning from the past at the same time so I don't repeat it, you know, and progress and produce. So these next 2 miles, team, this is the point. This is the point where that mental fortitude, that relentlessness is going to have to kick in and fight the pain, fight against this chaos, fight against the convenience or lack of thereof, the elements, the environment, everything around me right now is telling me to just quit and don't do this. I can very easily take a little stroll this way, make a turn, and go right to my truck, but I don't do that. So let's continue to find comfort in our chaos, team. Get it. Truck. So one thing about this whole process, a major factor also I forgot to mention, which I'm tested right now, is integrity. Integrity, yes, that means basically doing the right thing and making the right choices even when nobody's looking. That's right, and you are capable of doing that just like I did. There's nothing more depressing than already at 6 miles, 1 mile to go, you mismapped it, you misrouted it, and you know what? You thought it was going to be 7? No, it turns out it's 6. So now I have an opportunity to execute integrity and go past my truck half a mile, turn around, and come back. Do the right thing when no one is looking, team. Even when no one is looking. I know I'm a mess. I don't care. Not out here winning beauty competitions. But check it out, team. I'm literally 6.71. You can't really see that. I don't know if you can. I'll try to show you, I'm not lying. 6.71, and this is where it's hitting. I am cramping like a mother right now on my right leg, like big time. Like anytime I even try to take a stride, or at least about 3 strides in, it already starts to cramp. I've already depleted all my water and electrolytes. I'm literally a quarter out. But this is what I'm talking about, guys. See, I could very well. I'm literally just talking to you right now, taking a break, and then we're gonna run the rest of this in, or at least try to. Stop if I have to, get the cramp out, and then continue. But this is where I know I'm capable of doing this. I know my body can do it. We're so close to the finish line. And this is one of those opportunities where I could very well just quit. I can just walk the whole way. But no, we're too close. Too close. All right. Let's see how this. Ready to go, nice. Slow stride. Try not to do a hyper bend in the knee, at least on my right knee, or flex on the calf, because that's when it kicks in. We're almost there. Sorry about the wind, guys. You can see how windy it is. Or, I mean, you can't see. What the hell? I got 7-mile brain right now. You can hear it. Oh, everything hurts right now, team. I'm not gonna lie. I'm trying to suck oxygen through this deviated septum of mine. Some of you guys didn't know that. I actually have a deviated septum. All right, 6.86. Here we go. Oh. We did it, team. We did it. Guys, that sucked. My right leg is cramping like crazy. So, I mean, let's just kind of do a quick little AAR, guys. A little after action review. So, today's intent was to do a long run, kind of more for a mental and physical wellness experience. You know, push myself both mentally and physically, and help myself just kind of fight through that anxiety and those stresses and all that adversity that's in your head, you know, that we got to deal with on a daily, you know, that can cause your mind to just kind of go down a bunch of rabbit holes. This is how I do it. I come out here and I connect, you know. I encourage you guys to do the same. You know, you can see gradually, if you kind of see how like, with the difference between when your mind goes against your body, when they're going to start fighting each other. You can see during mile 1, mile 2, even mile 3, you can kind of see my demeanor. I'm very just kind of motivated. I'm digging in. I'm going because my body's already conditioned for that. But I'm telling you, team, right after that 5th mile, you can kind of see the change. You can see that if you pay attention, you can see that my mind starts to go places. So my messages are starting to be more like of a mentorship level. Like I'm trying to confide and vent in you guys, because that is an example. And I just wanted to show you guys what it means of what happens when your mind starts to fight against the body. You know, the mind wants to quit. You know, the mind's paying attention to every pain, every cramp. You know, your breathing, the wind, it's paying attention to the environment, you know, and the body is fully capable of executing and meeting that intent, you know, and it just needs that extra gut, that extra heart, the will, the relentlessness, you know, and I'm just kind of speaking to you guys from my experience, and I just kind of want to demonstrate that for you guys as well, and why it's important. And I would encourage you guys to do some kind of long form cardio, you know, some kind of like long form, pick a day out of the week or even one day every 2 weeks where you just kind of, you know, go for a run, go for a jog, walk, run, mix them all together, you know, and just push past that distance of comfort. You know, when you know that you can normally do 4 miles, hey, you know what? Push past that distance of comfort and let's make it 5 or let's make it 6. Okay? All right, guys. Well, hey, if this kind of hit home with anybody, please feel free, comment down below, you know, drop a comment. Feel free to even share it with somebody who you think can benefit from this. Or even if you got some extra advice for me too, you know, or even some more mentorship and guidance that you can kind of throw into that even I can pay attention to. Because I love hearing from you guys. I love interacting. So definitely, team, I appreciate y'all for being here. I appreciate you guys for clicking on this video. And I hope you learned something today. And definitely go out there and crush it. You know, go out there and slay. Push yourself. You know, take that challenge. You know, and set that example for your loved ones and your friends and your peers, you know, and for your circles, you know. And let's continue to find comfort in the chaos, guys. So I'll see you on the next video, team. I hope you all have a good, happy Easter and a happy time with your family. Make some memories, create opportunities, guys. And I'll see you soon. All right, out.